Hey guys, how's it going? All right, so today we are going to do a winter solstice card because yay, happy winter solstice. It's winter solstice. At least it is in the northern hemisphere here. I know basically Misty is I think my only viewer in the southern hemisphere, and it's, I guess it's basically summer solstice there. It's the opposite. So okay, so trying to do this off a little bit, but I can't quite see. I think that's off enough. But anyway, I'm still still playing catch up on the cards because I'm using this Lavinia ink called Dark Denim, and it uh-oh. Already getting it everywhere. I don't know what I'm saying. What the heck. Anyway, happy winter solstice. That's what I mean. Whatever. But it's the weekend. I'm so happy. That's a little dark. It's fine. I think I'm gonna have to wipe this off each time just so I can pick the thing up because I'm already getting blue all over me. But this is the Lavinia corners. They make like huge ones, little ones, all different types. So whatever floats your boat, I guess, or is right for your project. I don't know if these are going to be totally straight because I've never been a corner stamper. I don't know. I just used to avoid the corner stamps because I couldn't quite get them right anyway. I remember Stampin' Up! Had a really cool set like 20 years ago or something. But I couldn't quite line it up right. So, but that was back when it was like on wood blocks and all that. So with clear, I have to say, it is a bit easier. So we'll keep going with this, and I'm hoping for the best. Sorry if you hear a little hum kind of thing in the background. I have to have my heater on. I'm freezing. It's cold in here. It's really cold today. We had a little storm come through, and I woke up to snow-covered roads and yards and that kind of thing. So not a major storm, but definitely a covering. It was actually supposed to be more. I was supposed to go to a school, like a mental health, well, policy, whatever, training for work, and I'm trying to do it off just a little bit this way so that it won't show the corners on there. I feel like it does better if there's no corner because I'm never going to get that lined up right. So if it hangs off a little bit, it's better to me anyway. You know, then if you try to get an exact corner. But anyway, my principal was also supposed to go, and he ended up going, but I did not. And I felt like a wuss, honestly, about that. I hate that, but it was a couple hours away, and it was calling for even more snow up there, and 5 or 6 inches up there compared to here is just even different. Like here it was calling for more too, but it just, I don't know, it's super wintry up there, and it's always just worse road and worse everything. So I just decided I didn't want to be gone from Dad that long or take a chance on not being able to get back to him. And I know he'll try to feed the dogs and do stuff, and even though I tell him not to, and it would drive me insane. So, and he could possibly fall and just the things. So I decided not to go, but luckily with this training I can go to a couple of other ones. Usually the trainings, you've got one choice, or like 6 hours north, right? So that's about it if you have another option. But luckily I can go, this one's only 2 hours, I can go to like a 3-hour one away, and in April, and so hopefully, I think anyway, the weather will be better then, and yeah, that's what I'm hoping anyway. We'll see. All right, so gosh, I was playing with these earlier, and now I cannot remember what colors I've used. I should have. Everything was just like everywhere, and then I straightened it up, and then you know how you straighten it up before you figure out what you did in what order. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, let's see. Maybe that one. Maybe that one. I almost think this one, but I might have used. Hang on. I do have this one. Maybe that. I don't know. Let's go with this and give it a try. If not, we'll do something else. I don't think this was it. Ah, well. Every card is different, right? And unique. So, there we go. Anyway, so what are you guys doing for winter solstice? Do you do any little sun cookies or this or that? Today, honestly, I wanted to kind of celebrate and, you know, do some things, but I'm just doing this. That's it. I am happy to get back in my craft room. That's honestly all I have been wanting lately, and it's just to get in here. It kind of it stresses me out until that I can't do it until I actually get in here, and then it kind of calms me, so I kind of get focused, and yeah. But yeah, so I just decided this is what I'm doing today. This is it. This is it. It's bitter cold out, and it's I don't know, just seems like a nice indoor cozy thing to do, you know. Let's see. So I want to do this moon, but I originally did it in gray. So I wanted to do you could do like any of these deer, reindeer. I'm gonna do this little guy here, a little stag, and kind of have him overlapping the moon or whatever. But I think it would look good with pretty much any of them. There's also like a giant moose in the new release. So not that I could afford it, but I wish Lavinia would just come out with more and more and more stuff. I really like their stuff. Okay, so I've got to have room for like a swag. Okay. So, I don't know. I think that'll work. So, oops. Did I hope I didn't move that. I think I did. But I'm not sure about the gray. Somehow I feel like this is a warm gray, and I need, I guess, like a cool gray to go with the blues. But at the same time, I'm thinking about this. But I need it to be different than the blue, so I guess it's all good. I don't know if I have another gray somewhere, but it's definitely not handy, so I'm sure I probably do, to be honest. But you see, like, it's warm. It feels cool to me, but we'll warm it up. It'll be fine. Actually, nothing left on that sucker. We'll try this one. This is Sky from Simon Says. Just a little bit around it. I originally was going to do like the sun and different things, but I don't know. Then I ended up going with this. So I've been wanting to do this one too. Yeah, okay. So I think that'll still give me room to go around there, hopefully. And I think I used some other color, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the Nocturne Black because it just, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of stuff over it, and I feel like it holds its blackness better. You know, it's deep, rich something. So, and I don't have a dryer, an embossing gun or whatever to kind of dry it real quick. So I think that will work. And it'll come together more later. You'll see. It gets better. I know it looks kind of right now, but to be honest, it still kind of gets a little but a little spritz and the glitter and stuff makes it come together okay. So it works out. But yeah. I did tell you guys I would show you some pictures of Dad's leg that I was talking about earlier in my last video. So I did bring my other phone so I could, hang on, log in here. Okay, so this was it on, I think, well, it was just a little bit red beforehand, right? And then it kind of morphed into this. So this is why we decided to go. And then it kind of went, we had to go back because every time he would stand on it, it kept getting like black, and more black. I don't know if you can really see that, but anyway. So then this is, well, this is kind of supposed to go this way, but they're wrapping it at the doctor, right? And so that was on the 3rd of December. And so that's what it looked like. Even though it had gotten longer, supposedly the doctor said it was doing better because the redness around here had gone down, right? And they said it was basically like a typical venous insufficiency wound or something. He has incompetent valves from his past blood clots and things. So there is, they think a blood clot in there as well, but this is like the cellulitis, whatever, but it just like morphed into craziness. So this is, let's see, this was his last appointment this past Monday, and it's getting better. So, well, and actually, I think this is when he was home. Or no, yeah, this was before we went because they had to wrap it. But he said all this like skin stuff. This is not like broken skin, but it's like healing skin or something, they said. That it's doing what it's supposed to do. So we go back Monday. Wait a second. Was that the last one? No, that was the 10th. Okay, so we have one more. This is the better one. Yeah. Okay, so this is when they're getting ready to wrap it at the doctor again. And it's like crinkling it more, whatever, the skin or the whatever. When you take a shower, like that doesn't come off or anything. And they wrap it in the Uniboot again and things. But anyway, so the doctor looked at it and he said, oh my God. And like I had Googled it, and this is supposedly the better version, right? So when he's like, oh my God, then I looked at Dad, and Dad looked at me, and we were like, oh shit. And so, because we thought it was bad, but he's like, oh, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's doing better, you know. So yay. It's been weeks of this, and wow, it's been an adventure. So that's where I've been, and taking care of him and doing things. And the IV antibiotics helped, I think, a lot. We had to go back, like I said, to the hospital on Thanksgiving, and then that Saturday, and then each week after that we go to just the surgical clinic for the wrapping and stuff that the ER doctor had worked in. He has like his own little clinic. It's just been a hot mess, but I've just basically been doing everything, but now he is able to, like I said, go to the bathroom on his own, go to the kitchen on his own for short periods of time, and but at least he can fry him an egg in the morning or something like that. He can stand that long now, so I think that's a huge improvement. And I know he wants to do those things for himself. I want to do it for him as well. So we're trying to balance that. But and I know he doesn't want to be treated like a baby, but you know, I want to do everything in the world. He can't have it hanging down and things very much. So okay. So I'm just going to draw like a smiley face around here, okay? To start with. I think that'll be okay. Just to kind of give myself something to go off of a little bit. Okay, so then we get these out. These are the berry things. I don't know what they're called, but they're like little tiny, I don't know what's. So one there, maybe some there. That'll work. And I do believe that I'm going to do those in black too, because they're going to get quite a bit of coverage as well. But yeah, it's been there's been a lot of, you know what, let me work on this a little bit more though. Was I using this one? Ooh, just stuck my ring in there. Okay. Go back to this. This is the Altenew little blending brushes. I like those, by the way. I prefer, just like the Dollar Tree, this type. It's a little larger, but for a few things, you kind of need smaller, so. And I also really like those Lavinia brushes like this too. Those are way cool. So I'm gonna give the deer something to stand on here. Make it just a little bit more thick. Poor Daddy's going stir crazy though. He's considering trying to, well, he's been considering it since he got started, but trying to go to church. But I know he would really like to go for the holiday thing they're having tomorrow. I don't know. His god-awful girlfriend, ugh, y'all know I can't stand her, will be there probably. If she doesn't go, I'll go with him. But if she does, I'm not going. I just can't do that too. I've done everything else. I've taken all the care I can, and I will continue to. But I do not want to be around her. And she shouldn't, because she has strep throat, but she's been on antibiotics for, I don't know, about 5 days or so now, and but I don't personally want her around my father. But he is at least going to tell her to wear a mask or whatever. But I hope that that's enough. They say after a few days of antibiotics that you're, you know, not as contagious, or not hugely contagious. So let's hope that's true. I don't know. Just going to add a little bit of this gray in there too. But it's literally like I can see it from my house, you know. So the doctor told him he could try to drive. I don't think that's a good idea personally, but thank you, doctor. Last time he asked to go like about church and things. I was sitting there shaking my head like no with the doctor, and he kind of followed up with that like, no, you don't need to have your legs hanging down that long and that kind of thing. And Dad tried to tell him this time that, you know, this was a shorter church, not the long one, and it's only like maybe an hour and a half tops or whatever, but still you got to get up and get ready and whatever, and he can't shower until tomorrow. I mean, till Monday when we go take it off. So, he doesn't want him to get it wet or anything, so we'll have to try to give him a sponge bath in the morning or whatever, and that kind of thing, and just do the best we can with that. But, I don't know. I just don't want him to go yet. Like, because he's got the appointment Monday. I've got to work Monday, but luckily this time I was super excited because I managed to get not the latest appointment. I think the latest appointment is like 4, but those are, you know, apparently booked up for the next 20 years. So at like, I think it's 3:30, something like that. Anyway, it's the latest they could do. So hopefully we have to work, but the kids aren't there, so we're just having their, you know, faculty senate meeting and this and that, and their dinner and all the blah 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 they make you do at the holidays, you know. But okay, so I don't like that. We're gonna have to go with, have to get that off of there and go with a little bit of like a gray fog up there, which these brushes are amazing at, I have to say. If you want sort of a foggy look. But anyway, so we did the tree finally this week. It's been a busy week, between some work things that have been happening and just the regular care, you know, and but he really wanted to do the tree and have my cousin and aunt down, and my boyfriend of course is here, but okay. So we just hadn't had a chance. Like I couldn't do that too. Like I just couldn't. But so I planned to have some snacks and different things, you know, and that was fine because I got off at 3 o'clock, I thought. And I was going to make sure, you know, I got out on time, that kind of thing. But I ended up not being able to get home until about 15 minutes before they got here, because it was like 6 o'clock when I told them to come. It was going to be like, you know, well planned, I thought. And I'd stayed up, of course, you know, perfect storm always. Stayed up late the night before, kind of, you know, cleaning about and doing how you do a little bit if somebody's coming. And move that up a little bit. Okay. Could use a little bit more right there, I think. So anyway, my friend's car at work, she needed to ride home, so I gave her a ride, but we had to both stay late because she and I do a lot together as far as getting things for the kids or doing things for the kids or whatever. And typically we had a church group come in for the last, I don't know how many years, a lot. And they would bring the kids like a shoebox of gifts. Not really gifts, those like little toys and, you know, some candy, some soap, a washcloth, whatever. So sometimes a crocheted hat, you know, just different things. And but the kids liked it. So, and we found out kind of through the grapevine, which I'm really annoyed with, that they did not tell us. I mean, I'm fine if you don't want to come, it's not a problem, but just let me know, you know, because they just always done it. And okay, so here's my dilemma. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go ahead and add these first. Then I'll color everything, then I'll spritz it, then we'll see. All right, so I've got these three. Let's see, this one, dark to light, right? I've got this little vine thing from Lavinia. So I think I'll do the light first. If you can open it. I cannot get the little sucker. Okay. And actually, I'm going to trade these two. I'm going to put the lightest in the middle. Okay, I'm going to move this over here. I don't know. It can come from anywhere. You can't really, you're not going to be able to see it, so it'll be fine. In the light one. Okay. In the dark one. But anyway, so they, we heard that because they give some blankets and food or whatever later the following day to another, like some kind of group in town anyway. And so I happened to talk to that lady, and she told us, and I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, they said they can't come. And so I gave him a call or whatever, and he said there had been some like divorce and some, you know, just aging and just different things, which again, all fine, but for the love of goodness, just let me know. So anyway, they bailed, and it was kind of last minute, so I was calling around various places trying to, you know, find the kids something, and or somebody that could donate something or something, you know, like just, I don't know what at that point, anything. And so I talked to the Salvation Army, which is not really close to us. It's about an hour and 15 minutes away. But yet they do apparently, which I'm glad to know this now, serve our area. So I asked them, I'm gonna put one more like right there. Yeah, not maybe the greatest look, but it'll be okay. I would have liked to, I feel like I did it too uniform maybe. But it'll be fine once it all blurs together, and you know. So let me color these in here. I got this thing that drives me insane that I can never really do anything with. Okay, so I'm gonna do a blue, red, and a white. Blue, maybe a red, blue over here. I like more of the blue just because we have some of the blue, but I definitely want some of the white to show. If I can get it to show, that is, because my white pen does not work like other white pens. If you guys have, this is a Posca pen, and it's in the color white, and they use it online all the time. I see people creating with, you know, Lavinia type stuff. They'll use that, and it totally shows white, but not for me. So if you know what the deal is, please let me know. Or if there's another white pen that you recommend that really shows up white, I need one. I would like to order one, please. Okay. Add a little red. So anyway, like I said, they bailed. I was calling around, and luckily these wonderful people said that they could do, I was asking for like stockings or stocking stuffers, or figuring out what we could do, or, you know, I was going to ask our staff to do some things, and just, you know, we could figure it out. Our school's not near as big as it used to be, so, you know, we can make it work. And so luckily she said that she served this area as well, and she could do a stocking for all of them. A field, like stuffed. And I'm like, are you serious? I love you. And so she was supposed to deliver it on the 15th. Well, that came and went. And she said she called and left a message at the school, which she called my cell before with a different idea. And she said, what if I did? She's like, well, the stockings are going to be expensive and the stuff and whatever. She's like, would they rather have an actual gift? Because there was a store called Five Below that opened up near them. And they said, here goes the white. Oh, you know what? I need to do the trees first. And I also had a few of these, which I was doing in black just to cover up like that right there. But I think I can do in the dark denim that we did this corner thing in. Just for some extra berries there. Or we could do red, actually. As I get it all over the thing. Alright, easy on the tap tap. Easy on the tap tap. Okay. So I will do one right there to cover that. Sweet. It worked. I don't really know if this one needs it. The other one seemed to need it. This one doesn't really seem to. So I'm just gonna leave that be. But anyway, so, okay, everything's good. Then she was going to do a present. I like that idea. It's great. So we're going with that. Still delivering on the 15th. I couldn't believe she could bring it to us. I was like, are you sure? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So we did not plan for anything else. I could not find these trees in the first card, but I finally found them. So I ended up using this one, which was fine. Turned out okay. But now I think I'm going to do these. I'm going to do the darkest one in the back, I believe. Straighten that tree up just a little bit. It's a little wonky. Okay. So anyway, I called about 2 o'clock. I was getting a little nervous on the 15th. Like, where are you? And so it's like, you know, I was just wondering what time you guys were coming and blah, blah, blah. And so she's like, oh, I left a message, blah, blah, blah. We had like 8 people call in, and one of the, I'm just going to take that off right there. And one of their trucks broke down, and I'm going to need you guys to come and get it. Crisis. So I was like, okay. So the following day, I had to take my father to the doctor. And so I was going to be out the second half of the day, which meant it was so far in the opposite direction, I couldn't really go there the first half of the day. And so I could only do it like Wednesday or Thursday, because Friday was the kids' last day of school. Plus I was going to be gone to this training, which I didn't end up going to, but still, I thought it was at that point. And so, plus we have time, you know, you have to have time to disperse it and everything, and that, it wouldn't have been good on Friday, but whatever. So, my boss, of course, was at a principal's meeting, and the other one was there, but, he typically makes the decisions, and she just goes along with them. So, so I texted him. He's like, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. We had some people coming down about, our superintendent was going to do some walkthroughs and kind of like observation kind of whatevers. And so he really didn't want us to be gone that day. And I don't even know where this goes now. And then the other day, they were doing picture day and different things were going on. So he's like, you know, if really like y'all to be there then. And because it was going to take, we only have, my friend has a truck, right? And, but of course, like, again, perfect storm with all this stuff. I'm just going to do that again and take that bottom off. Oh, shoot. This is why I use the Misty. Okay. I don't miss stamping with these. I really don't. But for some little things, sometimes it's not too bad. So I'm just going to lay that up there and there. Get that out of our way for a little bit. We don't need the trees now. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay. So anyway, I don't really think we need those. We do have to deal with this thing. Ugh. Okay, let me shake it first. Oh my gosh. Well, there's some snow. Random snow because it just went everywhere. Oh gosh. Okay. Let me stick a couple more pieces of paper there and a random feather. Boop, boop, boop. So it looks nice and white now, right? Okay, there. You'll see. Looks white. It won't look white in a few minutes. I don't know what happens. And even if I go back over it, no. You'll see. I'll try. I don't know why I keep messing with this thing, but I do. But anyway, so I don't even know what part of the story I was on. The stuff and, oh, my friend's truck was in the shop. And so we were going to have to take both of our SUVs, which are fairly small, you know, to get it. And the woman was also giving us like 20-some guitars and things like that that they got for a music program. So that was great. And, or they're, you know, kid guitars, but they're still decent size. And there's kind of like little bubbles or circles already in there. So I'm just kind of going over those. But anyway, so he's like, I don't know. He's like, there's no good time or whatever. And he said, just ask the boss that was there or whatever. He's like, whatever she says or whatever is fine, which is never the case. But so she told us Wednesday. Okay, so that was fine. So then he calls me that night. He's like, hey, I got it worked out or whatever. That way you guys won't have to be gone. And he doesn't like people to be out of the building. Like, it makes him nervous. And plus, if there's a crisis, I typically handle that. So he doesn't like anything to go wrong. So he got his mom and dad to go get it. And they have a truck and an SUV. So they took both. And so, but it was going to be on Wednesday. So I thought, okay, that's fine. That'll work. I didn't really want to go, to be honest, anyway. I mean, I would, definitely, to get it for the kids. But if I didn't have to, I'm not, like, fighting to go, believe me. I've got plenty of work to do at school. And so they went and got it. Well, they were supposed to be back. They were supposed to pick it up at 10:30. They didn't get there till like 12:30. And all right, I'm gonna give those little white places a minute to dry, like they're really gonna stay white. But and then we'll do our other stuff. What can I do in between? Can't really type anything. Here's the backing of, oh yeah, I can do this. We'll do our punching. So they went, I guess that's the only direction that they know, you know. There's two ways to get there, and so they went a very, very long way because, again, that's just what they know, so it's fine. But they also went that direction to come back, which we'd not planned on. Plus, they picked it up another couple hours late. So, but that was fine. They were still doing it, but it just meant that they got back. Let me show you what I'm using here. So I'm using this kit by Unity Stamp Company called Winter Awaits. And it's got this Winter Awaits with the promise of a new beginning. I like that. Actually, on the other one, accidentally stamped flat on the card. I thought there was only this one sentiment, so I just got it out and I stamped. I didn't even look. And this one says, a single sunbeam is enough to drive away many shadows, which I like too if I would have been doing some of the sun part of it, you know, the light and the darkness and the, you know, anyway. all the things winter solstice, but I didn't, and I didn't really feel like I could put any sunlight coming down, so I just popped one of these out and then covered it up. So let's see, I'm gonna go back to this one, and I don't think it was that one. Where's our little, there it is. No, I don't think that was the color. Where'd it go? Maybe it was this one. Put that off there. No, I guess it was that one. Okay. We'll just go light on it. I just want to color these up just a little bit, add a little something, something, you know. But anyway, so they finally got there. We had to unload it. The kids, of course, were gone, so I could have grabbed some like middle school boys to help, you know. No, again, perfect storm, they're gone. And so we had to unload it ourselves because, you know, people bringing it are older and they can't unload it. So we had to unload it, and it was pouring the rain, and. So then we had to try to set it up just a little bit on the table because we were giving it out following day. It was supposed to have been, the presents, like, were going to be in bags and all that. No, none of that happened. So we decided to just let the kids pick their own, and we would set it out on the table. And there was such a random assortment. I mean, the stuff was nice stuff, though, so I can't complain about that. I was very happy. And, it was just a mess. So we got going on that. Well, then the next morning... well, okay, let me get back to that night, because straighten that up just a little bit. What color? I'll just use this again. There's such a difference in a good rubber mounted stamp, though, than the clear, just because you don't get ink everywhere and that kind of thing. I did go ahead and punch 2 of these because, yeah, because of that. Got it a little off, so here we go again. But anyway, so I just got home with a few minutes to spare, but the tree thing went well. I threw the little, you know, I just made some of the little cocktail wieners. You know, you put some barbecue sauce and some, I did forget the grape jelly, but it's okay. I had a couple of blends of barbecue sauce, so it was fine. I typically put those in there, you know how you do like either those or kind of the same recipe if you're doing meatballs or something, or at least in my family. And so that worked out well. And I already had bought all the snacks, and all the little dessert things were pre-made from Sam's, so that was great. And my aunt made pepperoni rolls, brought those, so that was good. It still is off a little bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry the video is going to be so long, but it's going to annoy me if it's not right. And to be honest, wait a minute. I might just use this one. I don't know. We'll see. See, I do already like that one better, but I still will do one more of these just to kind of compare. But my father came into the living room and was able to sit in the lift chair. I put some pillows and things there for his legs, and they're doing better. It's a lot less pain now. So it used to, like when he would first, well, just the whole time, he was like, if he'd step out of bed, go to the bathroom, it was like 1,000 needles in his leg and feet and just everything. And so all that has gone away, except now if he stands on it much, then he has a little bit of pain, but not a whole lot, if that makes sense. But he still can't do it for very long. So, but anyway, he was able to sit in the chair and do that, so that was nice. And he couldn't stay the whole time in there, but he got the, no, I give up on that part. I'm just going to use this. Okay. So this should be dry enough now to do what we need to do. As we're gonna spray it, but since I've got this back here, I'm just gonna spray that as well. So now I just need some tape. But anyway, he even came over and hung a couple ornaments on the tree, so that was nice. And he enjoyed visiting with everybody because he's like literally bored out of his mind. He can only watch so much TV, and you know, he does talk on the phone and things a lot, but even that, and then with his girlfriend being sick and not being able to come down and stuff, you know, that I guess is boring for him too. Plus I'm working or whatever, and now that he's doing just a little bit better, I'm not running home in the middle of the day, because I would use, luckily I work very close, and could use my lunch to pop in and, you know, do something for him or whatever. But he's doing a little better, so I'm not doing that. And I call him and check on him and things, of course, but multiple times a day, actually. Probably too much. But anyway, so he's just bored. And he talks about, bless his heart, that he really wants to get back to doing dishes. He misses that. And I thought, listen, Jack, I wish you could too, buddy, because I hate the dishes. I don't tell him that, of course, but I'm like, oh, it's no big deal. I got it, you know. But that was one of the things that he did a lot, was the dishes. So, and that's fine, because that's totally a job I hate. But I really don't know where so many of the little suckers come from, you know. Like, plus, I'm not that great of a cook, and I do dirty up more things than your typical regular cook probably would. So I create multiple whatevers for myself. So this is Distressed Mica Stain and Frozen Fog. So I was going to try blue, but it's a little bit dark. So I'm just shaking it till I hear the little ball, and then let the ball do its little thing. I don't know. It just looks like a nice, still, calm thing here. Calm, peaceful, you know. Okay, and this, I know it still doesn't look great, but once you put this on, somehow it's okay. So, and it like sparkles it up and mushes it all together. And if you've got a, you know, a place that's not really working, just add more sparkle. It'll be fine. And there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna put this little piece back in there and just give it one little teensy spritz there. Okay. Just so it blends with that one. But yeah, nice peaceful winter's night, which is what I'm having tonight. Yeah, still I think it needs, did I tape that on? Yeah, I did. I'm gonna do puffy tape on the back of this. As soon as I find some scissors. Where are they? Oh my gosh. Scissors, I swear, they go away so much. Okay, there's a pair. This is a new roll from the Dollar Tree, so let me peel that off. Anyway, that's what I wish for all of you guys, is peace and love and stillness and quietness this time of year. We can just do a little hibernation, and I don't know. The holidays create a lot of stress for me in general, and so, and I know a lot of people adore the holidays, and there are aspects I like too, but I don't know, it's just overwhelming for me. And then throw all this new situation on top of it. I'm kind of struggling to survive daily, but we're getting through it. And the weekend, now that he's getting better, that helps. And I'm not, you know, up at night checking on him, things like that, and just things. But sleep always helps me. Wasn't getting much of that, so now I'm able to basically sleep. And well, that was the thing with the night before the party too. It was like, again, perfect storm. I went to bed late because I was up, you know, cleaning a little bit, and then my dog decided that no one needed to sleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning on, and he saw something over there in the woods. So everyone in the world needed to know about it until I basically left for work. So there's that. Okay, so what do you guys think? But anyway, peace, love, sunshine, all the things. Sounds like a groovy hippie commercial, doesn't it? But yeah, that's what I wish for you guys. That's what I wish for myself. Work on embracing just more peace and more calmness in the coming year. And I think now's, I don't know, just a good time to go inward, you know. Bears hibernate, so why can't we do it? You know, we should take hints from them. I don't know. But hopefully we can all generate more peace in our lives and all that good stuff. The house is smelling yummy tonight. I've got some cinnamon and oranges and different things brewing up. Just like a little, I don't know, a little potpourri kind of whatever. I don't know what you call it. Just, you know, you can put it all in a pot and sit it on there and simmer it, and it just goes through the whole house. It smells great. So I like to do that this time of year. And I wanted to dry out some oranges and make like this natural kind of wreath, but I just didn't get to it this year. So hopefully that's on the list for next year. But sad I didn't get to make all the cards I wanted for you guys, but I did get a few of them in the mail. There's still some coming. I'll get to them, I promise. I may not film them all, but I will definitely do them. And some I had to use my stash from last year, and so if I accidentally sent you one that you might have gotten before or something, sometimes I'll keep one just to remember what I've done, you know. But they had to go, and so some of them had to go out, so hopefully I didn't screw that up too bad. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. Hopefully there is another video. Well, I'm going to do a Happy Mail video coming next, and then I'll do a you know what, I know I shouldn't do this necessarily right now, but I see something I would like to blend just a little bit. I was trying to end this. I know. Should probably do this after. Oh, that's not the color. Maybe it is. It has to be the color because it was the lightest color. That just looks a little too stark up there to me. Does it to you guys? Maybe it won't even make a difference. I don't know, but just a mist out there in the winter wonderland of life. I don't know. Maybe that really didn't do anything, but in my mind it did. Okay. You know, you just sit there and add little whatever touches off and on. So anyway, guys, happy winter solstice, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me for so long, because I'm sure I haven't looked to see, but I know this is a long video. So if you've stayed this long, I love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and stay tuned for a video on some Happy Mail, and hopefully another card video tonight, which you will probably see, I don't know, Sunday or Monday probably. All right, talk to you later, guys. Bye.